blah 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 blah. What's up? Another lie coming in. I'm just gonna invite Pat so we can get him in here. I'm gonna close my door so there's not too many sounds. How's everyone's day? What's up? What's new? What's going on? Say what's up within the chat. I'm just gonna close the door real quick. There's lots of people outside. Pat's joining up. We know how the sound is, guys. I'm gonna check the sound as well. We got Pat.
What's up, buddy?
What up? What up? I gotta shut my patio door. How's your sound? Your sound good?
Yeah, I can hear you perfect. Oh.
Bless.
Oh.
Give me 1 second, big guy. Do me a second real quick just to start off the live. Before we get into it, who is Pat Live? Put some respect on your name, my bro, and just say who you are, why I have you on this live. I'll tell them why as well, but what you do, better yet, what you do with Rev Media and some other stuff, how you got to where you got been. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna shut the door. Please introduce yourself. I'm sorry for the delay.
So, if you don't know me by now, most people do. Name's Pat, starting to go by Fat Pat. It's been a thing that's been going on for a few years now. Shit. I've been running merch. I've done security for artists, driving. You name it, I've done it. And it has not been an easy road. Long nights, early mornings, many, many, many miles.
This is one thing I wanted to get you on here for, because you know what I mean, not necessarily, like, it's not saying it's in a bad way anyway, but yourself isn't an artist, like a performer. You might be in a different way perform. I don't know. We're gonna get into that, but I just mean
I do host shows.
So like you have a view on a different side of it, but you get to see all the work that artists on the level from bottom to almost get top work at. You know what I mean?
This is true. I've seen guys, just coming out, just starting to working with legends like, Wu-Tang, Snoop, Swollen members. Like, I grew up watching Swollen and wanting to, become friends with them and work with them, and
like
I got that chance.
I grew up in Brantford mainly. Like, I grew up all over Southern Ontario, but I did high school mainly in Brantford. And I remember when I was like 14 or 15, I was getting into the concert scene there and promoting events, party buses, stuff like that in Toronto. And I remember there was a club, Club Envy. It's shut down, so they don't really have a venue now in Brantford. But
Envy finally shut down, eh?
Oh, it's been shut down for a little bit. But yeah, see, like you know it already. I was promoting shows there when I was like 13 or 15, and working with Steve and shit, and fucking
yeah.
And I remember like that was like one of the first concerts I got to promote in my high school was Swollen Members. You know what I mean? Like, it was just freaking.
Yeah.
Like, it was.
I was there for that show.
Like, that's what I mean. Small world, man. Like, I was just this little kid with this mop head look, like wearing these like, ass clothes, running around. Like, it was jokes. We don't have too much time because, as you know, I gotta get head up for work. But we gotta keep it sweet, short, and simple. But I want to get right into it. So, just you already went into the names of some of the people you worked on. Put some respect on it. My name, Fat Pat here, my boy. What are the top what would you say? Like, I want to say specific artists. What were the top 3 like biggest shows that were for you? Like, you know what I mean? That you like that were the biggest ones for you that you've done, and why?
The biggest ones I've worked on was Wu-Tang and Kitchener there, and Snoop Dogg. My favorite was touring around with Swollen.
So where'd you guys all go?
All over Ontario, all over from Thunder Bay to it was Niagara Falls. It was a crazy adventure, and I wasn't supposed to jump on the tour right away because I had some other issues about at that tour. My grandmother had just passed away, and I was at her funeral. Like we just finished the funeral, we're just finishing the wake, and I got a call seeing if I could make it out to Belleville. I was like, "Yeah, I'm coming." Sacrifice. I've sacrificed
And
a
that's
lot
a
of
big
time with
part
my
too. It's like
kids.
that's a big part of it too. Like as an artist, even just in the industry, uh, that of entertainment itself, it's a lot of sacrifice. It's a lot of you know what I mean. There's
A
a lot of
lot.
times you have to choose between your passion and your career, or going to your friend's birthday, or not as morbid as you know what I mean, missing a wake or a funeral, or not missing, but you know what I mean. Like on that decision, like it was like it is what it is. It's so much sacrifice that not a lot of people
Yeah.
understand. Um, let's see. So, and I wanted to kind of, I tried to gear these questions away from like picking favorites. So it's, I know you've seen so many artists, so many openers and stuff like that. But who would be like, what was like the top five top five experiences at shows that you liked working with audiences, or just the top three? Or top three, you know what I mean, and why essentially? Like, you've seen so many shows, bro, and worked from and seen them from bottom to top. Like you're, you know what I mean. I've seen you
I
work with
have.
openers that no one knows to, like you said, Snoop Dogg and Swollen and like OGs like that.
One of the best tours I've had was Obi Trice. We
That was the
went
first
all
one I
across
was on.
Canada.
That was the very first one. That's where I met Robbie. He put me on the
Yep,
Cheers in St. Catharines. Yeah.
yep. That was great. That was a fun time. Mostly though, I like interacting with the fans and learning why they're there and who brought them and all that kind of stuff. It's interesting to see people that have never ever like for Robbie, for example, have never heard of him, and their
Mm.
friends brought him out, and then instantly because of the chemistry he has with the crowd and that kind of stuff, and they're instant fans. I've seen certain artists where they won't even take the time after their set to
Yeah.
hang out within the crowd or mingle with the crowd. They just dip, and to me that's a huge disrespect to that crowd that's there. They just spent money to see, yeah, they spent money to see the headliner, but you could make fans and you can make a name for yourself by spending that hour 2 hours there watching the whole show, mingling with fans. I've seen it happen many times. My buddy Manatee, he for the longest time he was a little nervous with people, right?
Yeah, and it's like
And
it's natural for performers a lot of ways too, because it's just not even just on stage you get that crowd face. Like when you're in this crowd, you're like, how do people want to react? How do like do I go up to people? Like it takes a minute for a lot of people.
it does, it really does. Like me personally, I have, it sounds really weird to say this, I'm an introvert, big time.
Mm.
And when I do shows, it comes out where I'm a totally different person. I'm in my element and I have fun. Yeah, it's been a rush. I know you asked earlier about how it all started. There was a performer that used to float around. Her name was
That was
Molly
literally
Grissom.
my next question was, I'm glad you even said like how you spoke on just interacting with the crowd, which if I may really quick before we go into this, it's something Robbie preaches all the time, like not all the time
Yeah,
to sound like he's a broken record, but just to a lot of his artists that he works with is talk with the crowd. Every show you're at is the best place to network with them and show them who you are. You know what I mean? And it's a big
that's
thing
it.
for a lot of
100%.
not just even hip hop, but just in entertainment in general. But the next question was just
That's
going to
it.
be is how literally it all started with not just you and Rev, but you in general getting into those shows.
So I used to be really good friends with this girl Molly Grissom. She was an underground juggalo rapper, and I met Robbie through her. And it was magic after there. Me and Robbie just became really tight real quick, and I started doing promotions by putting up posters and selling tickets and hustling. That was it. And one night I showed up to a show, and Robbie had nobody to run his merch because somebody dipped on him or
Yeah,
last minute wouldn't come.
that's how it
And
is.
I was like, dude, I got you.
Yeah.
And it's been magic from there.
I find some of the best, not even just working relationships, but friendships, honestly happen from like little incidences where you set something up and then oh wow, someone bailed. Even just setting up like a camping trip, you know what I mean? Oh, someone bailed, and you join a trip, and next thing you know, like you have something, like it's just literally magic from there, like friendship wise and just professional wise, like it's just shit clicks, and it's crazy. Like it's a small world, and I just that's what I mean. It's just it's crazy how it happens for people.
It is. And you know, the worst thing I've seen with some people is they take it for granted. Myself included, I did at one point too. And I learned a hard lesson real quick. Ever since then, it's just been, I do what I can, when I can, how I can. I think you've seen me. Was it you though? Yeah, you. Was it you? You weren't at the boat party last year, right?
No, no, I never.
No,
I've been to a boat party with Robbie. No,
no. Damn, you should come on the next one.
you know, it's all about time. I'm trying to make it out. Like, I'm not gonna lie. When I went up to see Robbie at BC, he was telling him about people that have come to see him caught the bug, how they want to go out west. I'm not gonna lie, I did too. I caught the bug. I'm like
Oh yeah,
planning and like just to like figure out how to get back there, if not move there one day. Damn, it's nice.
bro. That's what I'm waiting for. Is my kids to get a lot older and moving. And when they're old enough to be able to come and travel by themselves.
Yeah. And how old are they now?
The hell? Hold on one sec. I think my headphone just kicked out. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
My headphones just kicked off. Damn it.
Got a little bit of a cut here.
Give me one sec. Sorry, man.
No, no worries, no
Where are
worries.
my headphones? I think my headphones just broke on me.
Oh, maybe they died.
Probably. Damn Galaxy Buds.
The boat party, as you were saying, though.
Yeah, I'm hosting the next boat party in Toronto. Yeah, the last one I did was a blast. It just different to be on a yacht cruising through Lake Ontario. Get it?
Oh man, I feel bad because we finally got on live, and I gotta cut the work as I was telling you, and I gotta head out in a few.
No worries, brother.
But already this has been gold, beautiful content to be able to have for just artists who watch and just know already. I don't know if you're paying attention to your comments. Steph, your girl, said kids at 12, 15, and 18.
Yeah, 14.
Kylie said, "What's up?" We're gonna go here.
What's up, Kylie?
Quick last minute question here, and then I actually gotta head out, and then we're gonna get you back on live too, bro, because this was amazing already. Just after these few questions, is the way you answer things is just very informational for artists who haven't seen it yet. You know what I mean? And it's perfect. Like I can't wait to get you back on live. But I've heard a lot of crazy stories from Robbie about shows and ones he's worked with. What's like your top craziest story that you experienced, like on a show? Maybe one with Rev, maybe not. Like wildest shit happened.
We were in Brantford. Can't remember the club name.
I'm not surprised.
And we were waiting. I think was it Mad? Yeah, it was Mad Child. And waiting in I was behind the table, and there's a meet and greet line going right past the table. Right in front of me, this kid just starts violently shaking, and his buddies are all holding him up right away because I have first aided CPR. I've had it for a long time. I keep it up to date. I noticed he was having a seizure. His friends are trying to hold him up, and I cleared the merch table, like just jumped it, grabbed the kid and bring him down.
Yeah.
And every time I see him, because I don't drink because of my diabetes and stuff, the guy, even to this day, is such an amazing person. He always comes up and thanks me. He tries to offer me a drink. Lately, it's every time he sees me, he brings me a doob, and he's like, "Here, you
So
saved
like,
me that night."
yeah, so like that night you like just threw him on the table and just I don't know the exact formal way of just proceeding to you know what I mean I don't know the term. There's a term for it, but you know the proper way of allowing someone to have a seizure and like go through it.
Yeah. So I had to like bring him down to the ground, and as I'm doing that, you got to keep them on their side and keep their head stable, right? So
Yeah.
as I'm bringing the kid down, I have my knee. I'm yelling at the bar staff to grab me a towel and yelling at someone else to call 911. Even 911 was like, "Well, if you didn't know what you were doing, something bad could have happened."
Yeah. Oh man, that's actually nuts. Fuck, I've never heard like I've heard a couple different stories. I haven't heard that one. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, forgetting Pat. First, I want to say thank you for joining our live. I want to try and set up
Of course,
another
buddy.
time when we have more time just to talk about everything. Cause I gotta run out. I gotta head out to work. And the next boat party. If you can send me that content, I want to share it out here in Niagara. I'm trying to get as much
Yeah,
content.
for sure.
Any
I'm
event.
also gonna be I'm also gonna be running merch, and I don't know about another thing yet, but June 10th and 11th, I'll be with Evil and JA
Oh
in
shit!
London
Okay.
and well.
Yeah, I saw that too. Put out your socials as well too for my man Fat Pat. If you have anything going for pages or anything like that, hit him up for any merch as well, guys. Man's a myth, a legend himself, and he's still just going, man. I can't wait to have you back on live,
Always,
bro. Freaking,
my G.
bro. Be safe, and I can't wait to see you again on the show.
Yeah, me either, my brother. Much love.
And Steph says,
Peace,
don't
guys.
forget. Stephanie says, don't forget Fetty and Guelph.
I just said that.
I'm high as fuck.
Oh wait. Oh God, Fetty Wap when he didn't
Yeah.
show up in well.
Are we allowed to say that?
Headliner didn't show up.
All right. Well, what is that? All right, bro. Be safe. Mad love.
All right, brother.
Man,
You too.
I'll talk to you
Much
soon.
love, guys. Have a good one.